I just had a very long conversation with someone who I'd never met before, who had an addiction for years with sports gambling, and it ruined his life, ruined his finances, ruined everything. And I just want to say, and I'm going to let this topic go a little bit because I've been on it a lot lately, but I just want to say to young people out there, in particular young men, don't gamble at sports. Seriously, don't do it. It is a black hole. The odds are never in your favor. Even when you think they're in your favor, they're not. And it is insanely addictive, like insanely addictive. And the odds are not in your favor. And you know that feeling you get, that gut feeling when you know something is going to happen in sports? I've had that. I'm 54. I've had that gut feeling many times. And at most 50% of the time, it comes true. And the other 50% of the time, it doesn't. I thought the Spurs were going to win the series. I actually knew the Spurs were going to win the series. And I've covered and been around sports forever. So like gambling on those gut feelings or gambling on this is a sure thing or that's a sure thing, just don't do it. And I'm telling you, these companies, they want you so badly to gamble that they're giving you inducements. One inducement after another inducement after another inducement after another inducement. First bet free. Bet this. We'll throw this in. If you bet within this time, blah, blah, blah. Or it's never been a better time to gamble. And when you listen to these people, I'm not kidding when I say this, the Bill Simmonses and the Mike Greenbergs and the guys on the pivot, all of these people doing ads in sports, they don't care about you and they don't care about your welfare. And I'm telling you, it is a sickness that has impacted sports and even worse, has impacted young men in this country who are just fucking glued to their phones and gambling and gambling their money away and coming into debt and hurting their futures. So just don't. Honestly, try something crazy and watch a sporting event for the enjoyment. Watch it for the enjoyment, even if you don't have a team in it. It's Cavs Bucks and you're a Lakers fan. Just watch a game for the enjoyment and the athleticism. Go to a baseball game and kick back and buy yourself a soda or a beer and a hot dog and just enjoy the game. Seriously, if you don't sports gamble and your friends do it, don't do it. It's going to fuck them up, okay? It is highly addictive. The odds are stacked heavily against you. They are trying to get you to gamble because they know once you start, you will not stop. They don't care about you. There's a reason the tiny 1-800 gambling addiction number is this big on the bottom of a screen. There's a reason for that. Don't do it. Trust me. I've been in sports for a long time. These people do not have your best interests at heart. They're fucking drug dealers trying to get you hooked. Please. Thank you.
Bro, you want to know why sports gambling is actually so fucking detrimental and broken and ruining the psyches of millions of young men in America? Because that's supposed to be you. You're supposed to be the one on the court that everything fucking depends on, right? The dopamine and adrenaline rush you get by gambling $50 on another man playing sports, that's supposed to be you. As a man, you need a healthy amount of responsibility on your back, okay? And when no one fucking depends on you and no decisions that you make are meaningful on a day-to-day basis because you haven't put in the work to put yourself in a position where your opinion really matters, yeah, you're getting your shits and giggles off whether or not Ja Morant makes 10 free throws. It should be whether or not you crush the presentation, you close the deal, right? You show up and bench press 3 plates. We got FanDuel, we got ESPN Bet, we got fucking Hard Rock Cafe. Why is every company starting these? Because they're incredibly profitable. Because there's a whole bunch of young men out there that got cucked by society and didn't stand up for it and are stuck in a permanent loop of experiencing negative emotions and then distracting themselves with sports gambling. And the ones that are going to be the most angry in the comments on this video are the ones that this applies to the most. I beg and plead of you, bro. I hope you wake up. We're going to need a whole bunch of young men that take responsibility for things. When you actually get in the game and put yourself in a life situation that really challenges you, you're going to feel that high and that rush. But it's supposed to be you actually in the arena, right? Not you in the peanut gallery working a livelihood that you don't give a fuck about to spend your little shekels on another human being in the arena. Follow for more sauce. And I know this might sound entitled, like it's not an entrepreneurship thing, it's not even a wealth thing or a money thing, but it's about, as a man, fully engaging with the situation that's right in front of you and really caring and trying and putting yourselves in situations where you might fail, right? And you'll get the same rush of hoping that your parlay hits. But on the other side of that dopamine, there's actually a potential payoff that you earn. And there's genuinely a lot of shared connection and almost shared misery that like crabs at the bottom of a barrel that comes with guys like really getting into it. Their whole friend group, all they talk about, the parlays. And there's some stuff going on the inside for everyone involved that just never gets broached. I don't understand it at all as men. There's some secret fear of talking about feelings or being vulnerable or having the real tough conversations with a buddy like, hey man, I don't think you're actually doing great. Like that never happens. For what? Jags +6? What are we doing, boys?
The reason for the rise in things like sports betting and like influencer culture and all these other aspects of like people trying to get a quick step into the next financial bracket, it's because the economy's failing. Like, it's because people have lost total hope in the ability to slowly rise through the ranks of a corporate job or whatever it might be, with an understanding that you will eventually be able to take care of a family. So people are doing things like gambling or trying to be an influencer or whatever it might be, so that they can potentially have some kind of an economic future beyond forever trying to make it work. Like forever living paycheck to paycheck.
I'm gonna lose some money. I'd rather lose it gambling, because at least when I'm gambling, I'm trying to make some more money. Y'all be losing money tricking, spending money on females, going out on dates, doing stupid stuff, buying alcohol, getting drunk and high, and all this stupid stuff. Me, at least I'm trying to get dedicated to the game. I'm trying to get my family out the hood. And yeah, I gotta take a couple L's to get a win, but at least I'm trying.
Overall, if you are doing a sport gambling, know that you are not going to never win. You are not going to never win. You are playing a game that is not, odds are not in your favor, right? Because a lot of people, they have a lot of hopes of getting out of poverty to gambling, getting out of poverty through playing a lottery ticket. But in the end, you find yourself spending way more money than you should never ever spend, because nobody win, you know? You have very, very small percentage of winning. It's a game that you rather just go spend that money elsewhere, you know? Go spend that money in something that bring you value in your life, in something that increase your net worth. Like, for example, you can go spend that money into your Roth IRA account, right? Where you can grow your money tax-free, right? Because when you retire, it's better to retire with some money rather than being broke, because you spend all that money on sport gambling, or you order spend that money on lottery tickets. It is not worth it. So better off just go on, right? Pay that money elsewhere that bring you more value and joy. Sport gambling, it is a trap for society to fail. It is society actually the most drug that people don't notice, right? It's a drug that is psychologically. It doesn't have to be inside of your system. No, that's not how it works. It's through your brain. You're gonna get the dopamine hit, that feeling that you finna win, that feeling that you finna achieve something in life, that you're gonna be on a next different financial bracket. That is why they are selling you this. It's gonna come to you in terms of a savior, right? People are pulling the last literally money to pay rent on sport betting, right? Now your rent is gone, right? You wish you never put that money on there. Now you are behind on your rent for the next 3 months, right? Now the eviction notice is gonna come in play. You have family to feed, right? Or you have yourself to feed. Now you get kicked out, all your goods are outside because you put your money on sport gambling or lottery tickets or any sort of addiction. It's all bad. So if you are struggling with sport gambling, make sure you call the number, get a help, the 800 number they have. There is a reason why that 800 number is so tiny on the screen on the sport gambling, is because they don't want you to see it or know. And you're not gonna see it when you are in high dose of dopamine, think you're gonna win. So parents, if your kids they're doing sport gambling, make sure you help them to stop. It is not cute. This is not a way to make money in society. There's only 3 ways to make money in society. You either create a business, work for somebody, right? Or become a contractor, right? That's the only way. And the other way is you cannot invest your money through a Roth IRA account to your 401k at work, or you can put your money in stocks, right? Where your money can grow, and then eventually you can enjoy the fruit of your labor. But if you put your money in sport gambling, you have 100% chance of not getting on your money. Your money is gonna be gone. So if you hear this, please, if you have a friend that do sport gambling, maybe end the friendship, because it is not going to benefit you at all. You might find yourself doing the same thing. And you're going to find yourself in the rabbit hole that you never want to go in, right? Because you know what they say, if you have 5 friends who are thieves, you're going to be the 6th. And your friend, if they're involved in that kind of activity, gambling, you're going to be the gambler as well. So just stay away from sport gambling. Overall, it is not a great thing. It is not a great thing at all. It is not your saving grace. It's actually here to destroy you and your future. You're going to make sure you're going to be a beggar for life. So stay away from sport gambling. Invest your money, right, in stock markets, right? Buy a course, get a certificate, invest in yourself to learn a skill that is going to be in high demand in the next future, that can pay you more money so you can be able to survive. But sport gambling, it is not a great investment at all. It is not. But anyway, guys, please like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.